Good morning, guys. Hope you're doing well. We were extreme fear about 20 minutes ago, but are just now fear. The reason for that change is that we had a slight increase in the technical metrics. We look at Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, S&P, Russell, VIX, Treasury yields, UK 100, France 40, and we look at individual stocks as well: Google, Apple, Tesla, and we look at the dollar index. So we've had a slight improvement on the technicals. Okay, so we'll just look at the bubbles: strong Aussie, weak Swiss. Okay, so that's indicating a risk on scenario. However, we come to the FXCM trading station and we can see we're actually quite risk off. Remember, we're in a state of fear. The crowd are buying, right? So if you're wondering why this has fallen, okay, admittedly we've got supply demand dynamics, and we're fundamentally bearish because of the situation in Iran. But from a sentimental view, they're trying to buy, and so we're falling. Okay, so we've got a combination of fundamentals and sentiment and technicals as well. They're all in alignment right now. And what will happen on this? We'll need to see a break of structure, and then they'll have to exit with losses. And once they become exit liquidity, then we can resume some normal behavior. So there's the DAX. So that would be normal. They've gone long, so we've had a very heavy puke, but we may need to go lower just to get them out, right? They can't be long. Yeah, so basically we can draw a box. Well, we could do a box, but we know there's one here. We'll just do a tiny little one. It is there. It's a tiny box. So there we go. It's like not really a coincidence. Okay, it's very accurate. And if we flush that low, this is going to be so painful. Okay. Likewise, we have to do a box here. So this will be a short video today because you need to be looking for safe havens. And we have to just remember there's a big caveat. Because it's Friday, they like to reverse the risk appetite and we can pump into the weekend. But remember, really, we should be risk off, right? Should in speech marks. So there's this cell set up there. There's your theoretical stop loss. That's the entry and exit system, the QDB system, right? We're waiting for the crossovers, and then you're putting your stop above the zone, all right? And also probably trail your profit as well, because this could easily reverse and then it could go to your stop loss. So trail profits, maybe not a terrible idea. Okay, S&P sideways. Now I said into Discord that they can't do this. If they hold long, then they're going to get punished. Okay, so that's that. There's no crossover there because we're so sideways. So that's that. And then gold is that they've sold it, so we can draw a box. And that's the video for Friday. And then we'll look at the COT data, and we should see some flows going into the dollar, and we should see like the risky currencies sort of wane a little bit, sort of decline. This has been slightly naughty in so much that they sold. Admittedly, they got punished a little bit, but now it's fallen. So it might be that they're looking to buy. If so, we're going to break that box. So that's the video there. So we didn't get filled on the New Zealand dollar USD because the order was far away. It was high up. I thought we were going to see a retracement, but in fact we had follow through on the dollar, which is quite a miracle. So probably you could theoretically look for Aussie Swiss, but it would be very risky because that would be a risk on scenario. But however, perhaps they're going to pump the risk appetite, and perhaps it might be right. Maybe they're going to subdue the Swiss. In fact, it's actually doing all right, 0.4. So a counter fundamental trade would be this for a long, but it would be agreeing with the bubbles. So perhaps something like this, where your stop would be maybe at that low, because we've obviously probed that for a reason. And where would you target? Maybe this one. Yeah, we could maybe target that. So I wouldn't take this one because this is going against the fundamentals. However, we see on the bubbles it's potentially a buy. Um, so yeah, maybe it might be okay, but I wouldn't take it. I'd like to get the fundamentals to align with the sentiment. But however, we may reverse on risk appetite. So it's just pretty much like a coin flop, a coin flip. It's a bit of a coin toss. Okay. So it's a little bit 50-50. Sentimentally, this can do okay, but it's just a gamble. Can you afford like that? It's not too bad as it's fairly tight. And you're going to get a good risk to reward. I would personally just monitor it and see how we go. So that's the video today, and I'll be back on the weekend for the COT data video.